short, but I had to go out there. So I'm back. The boys are back in town. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A father is back in town. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm just reading this message here. So, I'm back live. Just texting them. I remember Jessica said she had a doctor's appointment. I'll speak to her later. Yeah, I just remembered that. You know what it is? Look, I don't know how to say this to everybody because I don't even know how to deal with it myself. And I know a lot of people are probably going to start getting upset at me. I can't accept that my wife passed away, and I'm going to try to explain to you the reasons why. All right. I'm going to explain it to you. She was only 46 years old and she was fighting so hard to go. She was, she was just ready. Hey, what's up, Lacey? Be right back. Take your time. She was ready to get discharged from the hospital. It was like she went in there with aspiration pneumonia. She was battling cancer for 10 years. Now, granted, the cancer spread to a very serious level, whereas in the brain and the spinal cord. But when she went into the hospital, it actually wasn't for the cancer. It was for the aspiration pneumonia. Now, that might have been caused from the cancer. I understand that because she was having trouble swallowing food and drinking liquids. But she was doing well. It was like they were giving her the antibiotics. Actually, at the very beginning, the first couple of days, so the antibiotics seemed to work very well. She actually called me. She was like, "Hey, Rich, I'm feeling a lot better." I'll never forget that. I was like so happy. I was like, "Thank God." And then it just got like really crazy. It just she just kept coughing and coughing and kept like letting all that secretions up. And then they hit her with more antibiotics for like 2 weeks. And then they were saying they suspected it was more than the aspiration pneumonia. They figured it would be something with the brain. They noticed that she had the hypercephalus, which was the liquid buildup in the brain caused by the tumors. And when I got her to the hospital, they did that shunt, which is a procedure that drains all of that. Now, Detective Pikachu, I can't deal with you no more. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it. You, you always come here to hate. I can't, brother. You're not really my brother. Are you going to be nice? Or are you going to be, what are you going to do? I can't, I don't think I can deal with Detective Pikachu. So, anyway, I tried everything to save her. We'll save the boss lady. We'll give him a chance, but I'm not too optimistic with him. But I tried everything to save her. I really did. And like I said, after they got that shunt in, she was ready to be discharged. This is what was the so heartbreaking situation is that we only had to get her off the ventilator at that point. And I told Jen, I was like, honey, be strong. Don't, because when they take all those tubes out, sometimes you throw up. And if she would throw up, Detective Pikachu, thank you, brother. Just be good. I'd rather you save the dollar. I'd rather you save the dollar and be nice, okay? But thank you for the super chat. Okay. But anyway, so when they got her off the ventilator, she didn't throw up. She was a warrior. My wife was a warrior. And I was starting to feel very optimistic. But the problem was, they told me her breathing wasn't so great. Hey, what's up, Jessica? I know you had a doctor's appointment. I just texted you. Hope it all went, okay. Um, I I noticed that her breathing wasn't great when she came off the ventilator. You messed up your appointment time? Okay, no problem. Glad to have you here. We love you. Anyway, long story short, you know, they started sticking these tubes down her throat. And that's when it all went downhill because they were trying to clear out her secretions. And they kept doing it. I said, stop doing it. You're hurting us. Stop it. That's when she threw up. I think she threw up like 3 times. And then she aspirated again. And that was it. That was it. I I I, I feel like I was so close to saving her, It's like, I can't, how could you live with something like this? How could you live with, you were that close that she was going to get discharged. And then that happened. And again, if she would have been discharged, obviously, I probably would have had to set her up in a hospital bed in the house, and I would have had to get her physical. Um, I can't get over it, Detective Pikachu. That's what it is, Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu, the Apefather is not the same anymore. I'm not the same. I'm not the same person. I don't know if I'm ever going to be the same person. You want to know the truth? And Lacey from Brooklyn knows I'm not the same person. I feel like it's hard for me to breathe. I don't feel well. Um, I'm not the same guy anymore, man. I'm not the same guy. It's like they say God only gives you what you can handle, right? I don't know about that. Like I said, look, let's talk about my religion prior to this, like my faith. It was very, very big, my faith. My faith was huge. I prayed to God every single night for my wife, for my children, for me, for my mom. And I played this song before. It's called God is on Our Side. I wrote this song. Remember the song? Don't you know that God is on our side? And it's going to be a wild ride. Let me do that again. 1 second. Don't you know that God is on our side? The Apefather feels it deep inside. He wants us to win. New lives we begin. Don't you know that God is on our side? And it's going to be a wild ride. He wants us to win. New lives we begin. You got to believe deep inside your heart. God is watching over us from the start. Never part our side. And in this dark tunnel there is a light that God shines so bright for you and me. Can't you see? I did see, I did believe. Don't you know that God is on our side? The Apefather feels it deep inside. He wants us to win. New lives we begin. Don't you know that God is on our side? And it's going to be a wild ride. He wants us to win. New lives we begin. When I was talking about the new lives that we begin, I was talking about positive lives. Positive. Detective Pikachu, I got to get rid of you after that. Any plans for Mother's Day? Oh my God. Bye. Yeah, he's a hater. You know, he just can't stop hating, that guy. Can't stop. I try to give him a chance, but he can't stop it. He's gone. You know what's really like, what's really sad is that if I had my Jen, you know, I could have weathered any storm. And I really mean this. That is how strong the Apefather is, okay? You know how strong the Apefather is? You could throw anything at me. And I'm a tank. I'm an Italian tank. And I will not go down. And I just get up and I keep fighting. But my Jennifer, you take my Jennifer away at 46 years old, that will do it. That's going to bring me to my knees, all right? And then, that's not enough. You take my mom in 2 weeks, my mother passes away too. That's not enough. Now you say I'm going to take your entire monthly household income of $7,000 a month away from you. You know, I talk to a lot of people about this, and they don't seem to understand how hard this is. They don't, you know, people are like, all right, you know, tough it out. Man up. I'm like, man up. I think I am manning up. Just the simple fact that I'm still taking care of my family and my kids, and, you know, that is my family at this point. Basically, it's just my kids. Oh, I don't know how this happened. That's all. I'm just, Jessica, I'm not doing well. Lacey, I'm not doing well. I'm proud of you, Jessica, with your 500 subs. You getting big. Before you know it, you'll be at 1,000. You know, God bless you. It's just, God put me in an impossible position. I'm in a very, very horrible position, and I don't know why he did this to me for. This is crazy. It's like he took this too much pain, too much suffering, too much loss. Too much loss. My head is not right no more. I can't, like, accept what happened in my life. I just can't accept how just a few months ago I had a normal life. I can't accept it. It just doesn't seem possible. It doesn't seem humanly possible that something like this could happen. I can't breathe no more. I can't sleep no more. I try to talk to people. Nobody cares. That's the thing. I don't have a support system, Jessica, you know. I know I have you. I love you. And I know I have Lacey, my sister Lacey from Brooklyn. But I'm just saying in terms of, like, you know, like family, I talk to them, but they don't really give a shit, you know. Listen, I understand you're going to keep saying that God is here, but nah. Look, I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm just here. Look, he took too much away. Thank you, Jessica. I love you. I definitely need you, and I need Lacey. I need you, and I appreciate both of you very much. You know, I appreciate you, Jessica. I appreciate you, Lacey. I just look. This is too much. They say God only gives you what you can handle. He gave me too much here. I can't handle this. How does he expect me to handle this? How does he expect me to handle losing my Jennifer? Jennifer was my rock. She was the rock of this family. She took care of our kids. She took care of the dogs. She took care of me. And I took care of her. I mean, we're a great partnership. We took care of each other. We loved each other emotionally. She was always, that's the key, is that she was always here for me emotionally. It's like, and all of this just happened like recently. This is like, she passed away just in February. This is a recent thing. As of just a few months ago, my life was effing normal. My life was normal. And then I lose my mom. Could you effing imagine this? I lost everything. I lost everything, and now I have like two kids. Well, I always had two kids, but now I have two kids, and I'm a freaking single dad, and I have to take care of my kids, and they need me. They're begging for me, Dad, please be okay, but I'm not okay. That's the thing. It seems like I'm okay, but I'm not. Ugh. I'm just trying to figure out what am I going to do now. But before I do that, could someone type out my Cash App, please? I'd appreciate that very much. It's the $ Richard Lavoy, $ capital RICHARD Lavoy. There's no underscore, no space in between my first and my last name. Thank you. I'm just here. So I offer a service. It's called the Thank You Song Service. As you all know, if someone would give us a Cash App, we lost, like I said, we lost our entire monthly income. I'm going to make a video for you that has what's called the thank you song. It's going to sound something like this. Is there, is there a thank you dance? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There's a thank you dance. Okay. Let's get back into it. Thank you. The dance was amazing, right? uh, Thank you. All right, here's a psychopath. Let's get rid of him. So, yeah, just ignore those haters. They got nothing else going on. So, once again, anyone out there who would like to get the thank you song video, I might even throw a dance in there too. You just have to do a very small cash app. It's a $ Richard Lavoie. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. $ capital RICHARD, capital LEVOI. You know, when Lacey does, she gives me the super chats all the time, Lacey. She's wonderful. I mean, the cash apps, rather. I'll do a dance. Lacey does the cash apps. I do the Brooklyn song and Brooklyn funk for her. So we'll just do that for Lacey real quick. Here's the Brooklyn song and Brooklyn funk. Grew up on the Coney Island side. Hot dogs and Nathan's in the cyclone for a ride. Cruising down 86th Street. Got my windows open, blasting music with a beat. Saturday night. Let's get rid of this guy really quick. Sorry about that. Grew up on the Coney Island side. Hot dogs and Nathan's in the cyclone for a ride. Cruising down 86th Street. Got my windows open, blasting music with a beat. Saturday night at Bay Ridge. Picked up a girl made out under the Verrazano Bridge. Late night food at Stereo Diner. Nothing makes me feel finer than good old Brooklyn on my mind. Only Brooklyn, one of a kind. I want Brooklyn to always be home to me. Brooklyn funk, 2, 3, 4. it'd be nice if every live stream I did, we could get one person at least to do a Cash App, man. That would be awesome. I would love it, man. I'm willing to do a million of them if I have to. Uh, you know, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Kind of really need the support right now. Things are crazy in my life. Things are crazy, and I could use the support again. The Cash App here would be $ Richard Lavoy, $RICHARD, capital LEVOI. No space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. I'm just really not doing well. I know it seems like it is, but I'm sweating. I have anxiety. I'm not breathing right. I'm a mess, man. What the F am I going to do to get out of this? I can't get out of this. I love Jennifer too much. I can't get out of it. Okay, it wasn't fair what happened to me and my family. It was not fair. It wasn't fair. She was only 46 years old. It just, I needed her. You understand? I needed her. I needed her. I know you guys are all talking about New York pizza. The best pizza is Ellen Beast Mamoni Gardens, You got to go to Ellen Beast Mamoni Gardens in Brooklyn, Stillwell and 86th Street. But, look, I'm sorry to always be down here, but it is what it is with me. It is what it is. I don't think I'm ever going to be happy again in my life. I don't think it's going to happen. But at least I'll always be a New Yorker, right? Let's do I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. Nothing's going to stand in my way. I'm a New Yorker. Fighting to pass traffic every day. Got places to go, people to see. Every second counts in New York City. I'm a New Yorker. Need a lot of cash to get by. I'm a New Yorker. My dream limits on to the sky. Gotta be the best, can't settle for less if you're gonna make it in New York City. Little piano solo blows you away. I'm a New Yorker. I wanna see my face on billboards. I'm a New Yorker. My name in lights is my reward. Hard work and determination, sacrifice and motivation, going to do what it takes. I'm a New Yorker. I'm determined to reach the top. I'm a New Yorker. I have to keep moving and never stop. This city never sleeps, neither do I. Gotta keep working hard until I die to make it. I'm a New Yorker. I can't stop till I make it in New York. I'm a New Yorker. I can't stop till I make it in New York. Oh, man. Thank you, Angie. Like I said, if we could start getting at least one person a live stream to do a cash app, that would be awesome. This is my cash app again, the $ Richard Lavoy, $RICHARD, capital LEVOI. You know, the comment is also pinned. You'll see it right there in the chat here. I'm just here. You can see the cash app is pinned below in the chat. $ Richard Lavoy. I could do a meet and grief dinner. You know, that's fine. Just I need support. You know, it's really simple arithmetic. The first thing I need to do is I got to figure out a way to take care of my kids, my family, and that's why. So step one is, like I was saying to all of you, if you guys could figure out a way to do a few cash apps as entertainment tips, I think I deserve it, right? I'm working hard. I'm working hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. A father works hard for the money, so you better treat him right. So try to do some cash apps, man. Like, help me out here. Get me back on my feet. And then after I get back on my feet, I promise all of you, I will dedicate the funds to the meet and grief. Instead of meet and greet, we'll do meet and grief. Because some people could come that if they're not grieving, you still could come. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we could do that for everybody. This way everybody could come and we could work something out. I like that idea. Meet and grief. But we'll see. You know, you have to be respectful. That's the only thing, though. If you did come, you would have to be respectful. You can't. It's not a party place. You know, it's for people that would, obviously really be going through a tough time, like me. All right. I don't know. Look, I just don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I've been going through a lot of anxiety, and I'm all shook up. I'm like Elvis Presley. I'm all shook up. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's like, I just can't believe she's gone. How is my Jennifer gone? Jennifer, how are you gone? How did this happen? Why did this happen? She was okay. Just recently, just a couple of months ago. How the F-U-C-K did this happen? How in just a few months did I lose my wife and my mom? How is this possible? How did my whole life change? How did my whole life get turned upside down? I'm alone. I'm alone in this effing house. You understand? I got nobody here. I know you're all happy right now, and you're all having a good time, but not me. My whole world, you see that world? My whole world fell to the ground. All right, my whole world fell. Jessica understands. Guys, again, in order to have these meet and griefs, you got to help me. You got to support me. You got to support me. You got to do the cash apps. Without the cash apps, unfortunately, this can't happen. So we need to do the cash apps. You understand? The entertainment tips here. $ Richard Lavoy. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. $ capital RICHARD, capital LEVOI. Anybody who does the Cash App, remember, I'm going to do the thank you song video for you. You're broke, but you're going to buy pizza. There's something that don't make sense there. She goes, I'm broke, but I'll buy pizza. How you going to buy pizza if you're broke? Pizza's not cheap when you go to L&B. Now when you go to L&B Spumoni Gardens, one slice, yeah. I go to L&B Spumoni Gardens, I spend $400. Okay? I get the chef dinner. They give me 4 appetizers. They give me 2 pastas. They give me pizza. They give me 2 entrees. They give me dessert. They give me cheesecake. They give me spumoni. That's what another thing they're famous for is their spumoni. So I don't know what you're talking about. When I go to L&B, I go all out. Yeah. So like, if I would have a meet and greet, let me just explain to you. If I would have a meet and greet at Spumoni Gardens, it wouldn't be a slice of pizza. It would be a lot of stuff. Yeah. So anyway, look, let me be clear with these cash apps, okay? The cash apps could be any amount of money you want. So for the people who say that you're broke, you could give $5. You could give $10. It's also a sign of respect. Look, it's a sign of an entertainment tip. You follow me? If you actually wanted to meet me and greet me, you know, no offense, why would I want to meet you and greet you if you wouldn't even want to give $1 as an entertainment tip? You know what kind of an insult that is? Like, I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm in a piano bar. I'll give you an example, okay? I'm in a piano bar and there's a piano player playing and he's doing an excellent job, right? He's playing so beautifully, man. I'm saying, man, this guy's talented. I go up to this guy and say, listen, my son is having his birthday party next week. I'm just giving you an example. I'd like to hire you to perform at his birthday. Now, but let's say as I'm doing all of this, right? I don't throw a $5 bill. I don't give this guy a tip. He's not going to take me seriously. You know, he's going to be like, "Look, man, whatever. Give me your number. I'll call you when I'm not busy." It's something about it's a respect thing. You throw that $5 tip jar, like the $5 in the tip jar. All of a sudden now, I'm telling you, I'm a musician. I'm telling you, when you tip a piano player, when you tip a musician, you make their day. You make their whole day. And if you don't believe me, try it one day. Try it one day. You'll see a guitar player playing in the street. Throw like $5 in there, and see what he does. He'd be very, very happy. He'd be very, very appreciative. No, Jessica, you did enough. You did enough. I'm not talking about people like Jessica, and I'm not talking about Lacey from Brooklyn. Lacey from Brooklyn and Jessica always, always does good for me. I'm talking about some of the other people in the live stream. I'm not talking about you, Jessica, and I'm not talking about Lacey from Brooklyn. I'm talking about some of the other people. Bobby plays guitar. We got a jam. So Leggy could only afford one slice and one cupcake. She's got problems. Leggy's got problems. Let's do everybody's got problems for Leggy. When your love ends before your eyes, everybody's got problems. Losing your job, kissing it goodbye. Everybody's got problems you can't hide. You can't hide. Life could beat you up bad. It's easy to just give up. Don't get knocked down. You gotta get mad. Fight back and be the one standing up. When your love ends before your eyes, everybody's got problems. Losing your job, kissing it goodbye. Everybody's got problems that you can't hide. Thank you, Lacey. So once again, If we could start averaging at least one or two cash apps a live stream, that would be good. And like I said, this is the cash app right here. It's the $ Richard Lavoy, the $. Hey, what's up, Back to the Future? I love you, brother. I just noticed you were here. You're always good to me, Back to the Future. I love you. $ Richard Lavoy, capital RICHARD, capital LEVOI, no space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. And remember, it is pinned here. Jessica's back. The Cash App is pinned in the chat here. It's I'm just here if you look at the chat. Look, I got hit too hard, man. I got hit too hard emotionally. I got hit too hard financially. I got hit too hard. I feel bad for my poor kids because I'm trying everything in my power to be there for them, but I could feel that I'm so sad, I could feel it. I'm not the same person anymore. It's like, listen, they're not being affected because they're in school and they're having fun and they come home and they're good and they eat, but I just feel bad for them because I'm not the same person anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not the same happy-go-lucky guy. I'm very sad. I'm very depressed. My mind is not working right. My mind I can't handle it. I just can't. How could I accept losing my wife and my mom in 2 weeks? Like, that's the thing. See, people will say to you, "Oh, you got to just accept it." But how? How could you accept that type of loss? I mean, that's why God should have do that. God should have do back-to-back losses like that. Look, if he took my mom, all right. Again, that would have been, listen to me. Losing my mom is very difficult for me. I just want everyone to understand that. But I think I would be all right if I had Jennifer in my life because I would say, look, Jen, we got to be strong now. Me and you for the kids, and we got to be strong. We got to honor my mother's memory and take care of our family and take care of the grandkids. But her grandkids. But this thing, losing my wife and my mom, leaving me alone in a house with 2 kids and 2 dogs, but leaving me alone. I mean, it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. Leaving me alone to take care of my kids without my wife. It was too much. It's too much. And I don't know why God did this to me. I don't get it. I feel like half of myself died, if you really want me to tell you the truth. I don't even feel alive anymore. 50% of me died, and I'm trying. The other 50% is staying alive for my kids, man. Whenever people come here and they're like, hello, where are you from? I got to get rid of them because these people obviously are just not like involved in this live stream at all. I've been noticing that about these people. I don't know, like they just come here and they're like, where are you from? Like I said, look, I'm going through a lot of emotional pain, but I'm also going through a lot of financial pain. And like I said, I'm really reaching out to all of you to try to find it in your hearts to do a small little cash app. Because look, if you do a small cash app, you're going to get a beautiful video in your honor. You're going to get a beautiful, beautiful video. It's going to be the thank you song that I'm going to give to you. I'm going to upload a video called the thank you song. I'm going to play a beautiful jazz blues piano piece in your honor to celebrate your cash app, to celebrate your generosity of helping a family in need. There it is. There's the cash app, the $ Richard Lavoy. No space, no underscore in between my first and last name. You know what I mean? So I'll give you an example. Do a little boogie woogie here. So that's what I'm saying. You do a little cash app, I can do a little boogie woogie for you in a video. For a little small cash app. And I'll dedicate that boogie woogie to you. Once again, there's the cash app. $ Richard Lavoie. No space, no underscore in between my first and last name. I do provide piano lessons. Yes. But they're pretty much, virtual at this point. Like over the phone or maybe like a FaceTime or something. But I haven't really been doing them lately, if you want to know the truth. I haven't really been doing them. Ever since my wife and mom passed away. My head's not really in it right now. But I prior to my wife and mom passing away, I was doing them. I might get back into them. I'm just not, I don't know. I'm dealing with a lot right now with the loss of my wife and the loss of my mom. I don't know, guys. And I can't accept my wife. I don't think I'm ever going to accept my wife. I just can't accept it. I can't accept it. 27 years of my life was spent with my wife. I feel like my whole life has been erased. You ever feel like this? I feel like everything in my life that I once knew is now gone. And I'm supposed to carry on, right? I'm supposed to continue. I'm supposed to say, and you know what's great? I'll tell you what's great about this whole situation is that God put me in this position where, I got my kids. So he knows I have to be strong for them. He knows it. He knows it. He's like, ha ha, He's like, you have to stay strong. You have no choice because you have 2 children. You cannot do anything else except stay strong. That's God's voice, in my opinion. You must stay strong. But it's like, do you understand how hard you're making it for me? Do you know how hard you're making it for me? I mean, to stay strong, taking away my wife at 46 years old. But Lacey, it's in a way when you say thank God for the kids. Listen to me. Obviously, I love my kids. You know that. And obviously, my wife loved her kids. And obviously, my wife will take care of her kids and I'll take care of the kids. But it was not supposed to be done with hurt. It was not supposed to be done with such horrible, horrible circumstances and such horrible grieving. It doesn't, I can't believe this is even effing real. It doesn't, even Jennifer couldn't believe it was real. Jennifer couldn't believe it was real. Jennifer couldn't believe it. When she was in the hospital, she's like, is this real life? It just, look, I wish there was, I hate everything that happened. You understand? I hate everything. I wish that anything would have been a better way. Anything would have been a better way than the way it happened. Anything would have been better. Like I should have maybe just left her home and never took her to the damn hospital. And even if she would have passed away, at least she would have passed away at the house with us. I don't know. I just feel like this whole thing sucks. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore, Lacey. I'm scared. You want me to tell you the truth? I know all of you are like, my God, how does this live stream get so depressing? It's just, I don't understand why I got hit this hard for. I don't understand it. I don't, like I said, and I'm going to keep saying this because I want God to hear me. I hope God is listening to me right now. I want to be the first person on earth to reach God through social media. Maybe God will come to this live stream and God's going to comment. God, if you would have took my mom, I love you, Jessica. I know you know the feeling. If you would have took my mom, I would have been very sad, but I would have understood it. I would have said, she's 75. I get it. She saw me grow up. She did a great job. She saw my kids grow up. She saw her grandkids grow up. I would have accepted it 100%. I would have said, but I would have accepted it. But you take my wife, 46, you take her. When we have kids that are only, my Sophia is only 11, Michael's only 14. She was fighting so hard. This is what you guys don't understand. She was fighting, man. And I'm sure Paul was fighting too, Jessica. Listen, sometimes we need God. God needed to step in and save her. He needed to help her. He needed to say, all right, I'm going to give you a helping hand here because you're dealing with a little too much now. You got the cancer. You got the aspiration pneumonia. But he didn't do it. Instead, I guess this is part of God's plan that he took my wife, and it's part of God's plan that he took my mother. And I guess it's part of God's plan that he left me alone. You don't think that he had time? He should have made time. I don't care. He should have made time. That's how important Jennifer was to our family. He should have made time. All right, and again, my mother was very important to our family too. I'm not trying, listen. I mean, obviously, if I had my choice, I would want to have my wife and my mother back. You know, I just want my mother to be more healthier than she was. That's all. She got a little. Jennifer, like the thing that people don't understand is people don't understand that Jennifer, as of a few months ago, was healthy. There was nothing wrong with her. With Jennifer, see, with my mom, this has been going on. Let me try to explain to all of you. This has been going on since 2018 when my mom got the triple bypass, the heart surgery. So from 2018, she hasn't really been moving. She's been stuck to her recliner. I witnessed my mom for like 8 years. You know, it's got to be 7 or 8 years, you know, just sitting on that recliner and not moving. I know you tried hard too, Jessica. But this is the thing. Jessica, do you ever think to yourself that sometimes people need help? Like, look, my wife was fighting really hard. Your husband was fighting really hard. At some point, they need God to step in. They need God to step in and say, I'm going to lend a helping hand here. I'm going to help out. And that's what should have happened. But it didn't happen. And now you have a situation where, you know what I mean? Now you have a situation where my wife was only 46 years old and she's gone. How am I supposed to do this alone? How am I supposed to do? I keep hearing that song everywhere I go. You know, Eric, I think it was Eric Carr, I think they said, "Oh, by myself, don't want to be all by myself anymore." I keep hearing that song everywhere I go. I can't stand that song. I hate that song so much. Literally everywhere I go, I'll be sitting down at like Jersey Mike's. All by myself. Don't want to be all by myself anymore. I can't stand that song. Everywhere I go. Oh. Yeah, see you again too. That's another one that's sad. Our wedding song was After All with Peter Cetera and Cher. Maybe my wife will hear me. Jen, you hear me? Well, here we are again. I guess it must be fate. We tried it on our own. High notes. Deep inside we know we'll be back to set things straight. That's a great song. Then Cher comes in, you know. I still remember when your kiss was so brand new. I can't sing this song. I'm going to cry. It's too high anyway. I'm too shot right now. I'm too tired. I haven't even slept. I just don't understand why she's not here anymore. I can't understand. I don't want to live without my Jen, you know. I don't want to, Jennifer. Back into my arms. I want Jennifer back. So many nights I wish that you were here, girl. You're living your life since I let you get away. Now I called you on the telephone and you seem surprised to hear from me. All I wanted was to tell you how much I was sorry I hurt you. Now I want you back into my arms. I can't change. once again, if anybody could be cool and do a Cash App, I'd appreciate it very much. The Cash App is the $ Richard Lavoy, $RICHARD, capital LEVOI. No space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. If you do a Cash App for an entertainment tip, I will upload a video for you. It is called the Thank You Song, where I will play a beautiful jazz blues piece on the piano for you in honor of your generosity, celebrating the life of my wife and my mom. Not too many people are doing them. It's kind of sad, but hopefully things will change. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know my wife passed away. I know because I cremated her. I didn't want to cremate her. Can we all be clear? Okay. That was Jennifer's wishes. I didn't want to do it. Okay. I didn't want to do it. And I hesitated and I procrastinated for like 3 weeks. I didn't want to do it. Okay. I didn't want to do it. But it got to the point where if I didn't do something, the state was just going to do it. And the thing is, when the state does it, they're not even going to give you back the ashes. That's it. They just take care of it. I didn't want to do it. Look, the main thing is you don't want your loved one to die. What's the difference if you think about it when they're gone? If they're buried, if they're cremated, if they go into the wall, I guess it doesn't make a difference. Ultimately, you just don't want them to die in the first place. That's the key. It's like, so once they're gone, they're gone. I just can't believe it. I just can't. It doesn't seem possible, Jessica. It doesn't seem, everything that happened in my life recently does not seem possible. And I don't think I'm going to be okay. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I know I probably shouldn't be saying all this stuff online, but I'm nervous because I have to stay strong for my kids. I have to stay strong for them. And it's like, this is just too hard. I don't know, Jess. I don't know. I don't know. Jess, I'm alone. Nobody cares. I know you care, Jessica, and I love you, and I know Lacey cares, but it's very hard to deal with this alone in life, where you don't have really a support system like family. You don't have people. You need to have people around you. You know, it's unfortunate the way things happened in our life. It's my father and my mom had a really bad marriage. I was talking about this before. I'm gonna call you, Jessica. Don't worry about it. I'm calling you probably after this live stream. Just a little tired. I didn't sleep. I don't feel well. But so the deal is, my parents didn't have a good marriage, and there's a lot of fighting that went on in the household. A lot of fighting, unfortunately. And my mother's family, they didn't really get along with my father. They hated him. And unfortunately, as the years went on, I think it kind of rubbed off on me for some reason. I don't know. It's just, they kind of looked at me as my father's son, I think. And it kind of even rubbed off on my kids. They're not really close with us. It should be that they're close, but I feel it in my heart that they're not close. I want them to be close. We used to be close when I was younger. I used to go to all the family parties when I was like a kid, and I was so close to all my cousins, And it was a beautiful time in my life. This is probably the worst time in my life now. It's not probably, it's definitely the worst time. This is definitely the worst time of my life. This is a kind of cool picture of me, right? Look, it's like I'm a gangster here, right? See me with the cigar? That's like Apefather, Tony Soprano. I love you, Jessica. Have a wonderful day. I'll call you soon. After 5. I will, Jessica. God bless you. So, I'm probably going to be ending this soon myself. I don't know. There's going to be more people that come here, but a lot of people, as Lacey, they get tired of hearing your sad stories. But I don't know what else to do. I try to talk. I was talking to my cousin today, and you could just tell he's like, he's like, enough of this, man. I don't want to be depressed rich. You know what I mean? I'm reading. I like to read these fun facts, in these Snapple caps. A cucumber consists of 90% water. Huh? See that? But people get tired of it, But I don't know what to do. I don't. How could I possibly be happy? Nothing is good in my life right now. The only thing is the kids. I'm behind on bills. I need to make money. I need people to support me. I need cash apps. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody's like, go screw yourself. I call people in my family. Nobody wants to talk to me. The boss lady, you're here. The most important thing is showing up for your people who care about you. Wait, I kind of don't understand this comment. I know I'm here, barely. The most important thing is showing up for your people who care about what happens to you. So when you say showing up for your people, are you talking about like the people who love you? That's what you're talking about. There's really not that many people. I mean, my kids, I got my kids, and of course they're showing up for me. They're coming home from school. But salud. I'm just feeling it, Lacey. I don't want to disappoint you either because I love Lacey. Lacey's like my sister, and I know she gets upset. I know she gets upset. Everyone's getting upset. I think everybody wants to help me, but I can't be helped because I don't know, I'm just too shot, man. I don't know what to do. It's like, I don't feel like I'm living in the real world anymore. I don't feel like this whole life doesn't seem real. I don't feel like Earth is real. Like, I'm serious. Like, it doesn't seem real to me anymore because only a few months ago I had a completely different life. How could it be? How could you go from one extreme to another in like 2 months? How is that possible? How do you go from 2 months ago? I have a wife, I have a mother, I have a whole family, I have a whole support system. And now, present day, I don't have a wife, I don't have a mother, and I have two kids, and I have $10,000 in bills, and I don't have an income. My income was taken away from me because I was the caretaker of my wife and mom. So now there's no income. So you have no wife, no mom, no income. And God's like, well, deal with it. Deal with it, mother effer. Deal with it. Let's do a happy song, right? I need a drink. Feeling good tonight. 1 second here, let me fix this. Sorry about that. Paychecks low, bills are high. All I wanna do is get by to survive. Car broke down, can't get around. Now the bus it takes me all over town. The landlord says my rent is late. Can't afford to go on a date. I know it's not the smartest thing to hit the bar, but I feel like a king. Feeling good tonight. Woke up the next day, the party's over, I go back to work today. So bored, I cannot wait until Friday night when I can take a break from the same old routine. I wanna feel like I'm in a dream. Reality is so overrated. I wanna feel like I am sedated. Feeling good tonight. Once again, anybody who would be cool enough to do a little cash app, help my family. We lost my wife. We lost my mom in 2 weeks. all in a 2 week period. We lost our monthly household income. I will record a video for you called the Thank You Song Video. Okay, that is the Cash App, the $ Richard Lavoie, capital RICHARD, capital LEVOI. No space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. You know, sometimes I think to myself, maybe God didn't want me to be happy anymore. Maybe this is a form of punishment, because that's what it feels like. It feels like punishment. This doesn't feel like life anymore to me. So is this a form of punishment? Is this, I don't know. I don't know what I did. All I did was I loved my family. What did I do? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't think I'm ever going to get it. And nobody cares about me, man. Nobody calls. Nobody cares. It's absolutely terrible. I'm going to do a depressing song because I feel depressed. And then we'll finish up. This one's called Let Me Buy You a Drink Tonight. All of this music is original music, you know? I was thinking of Captain Jack when I wrote this by Billy Joel. Life could be unfair. You give it all you got, but nobody cares. What's up, old trader? You're out there on your own to make your life happy or end up all alone. Can you stay with me a while? I need the company, I need to smile. Talk about the good old days. The years pass you by in such a fast way. Let me buy you a drink tonight. Hello, sir. Can you please play Avenue Maria? I do only originals. I'm sorry, man. I don't do covers. But what song is Maria? You talking about Maria by TKA? I don't know which. There's so many songs by Maria. Let me buy you a drink tonight. Cheers, my friends. I wish you a bright future for your family. Please forgive me, 'cause tonight I'm feeling lonely. Thank you for the company. Yeah, I didn't really do it good this time around. I was, my head is all distracted, Lacey. Oh man, I can't, Lace. I don't know what it is. You know what it is? I love that girl so much. I love that girl. Guys, it's not about the Super Bowl here. I love you, Bull Trader. I love you, brother. Thank you. God bless you, Bull Trader. We're talking about serious things here, Andy. Wrong place to come with the Super Bowl. My wife passed away. My mom passed away in 2 weeks. We're not talking about the Super Bowl. I mean, I understand that you're asking the chats their opinion, but you're changing the topic of the conversation. Oh, you know, I'm not trying to be rude. That's like if I walked into your restaurant and you were like serving like chicken parmesan, and I told everybody, "Come on, let's go get Chinese food." You know, you're gonna say, "What? What you talking about, Willis?" Thank you, Lauren. Anyone who would like to do a small entertainment tip, my Cash App is in the chat here. You see it on the bottom of the page. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. $Richard, capital Levoi. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I thank you, thank you, Lulu. It's just that people have to try to understand. Listen to me. Uh, my wife had cancer for 10 years, and she got aspiration pneumonia. So it was a combination of the both of them. My mother had COPD, pneumonia, triple bypass. She was on oxygen. People have to understand that, like, I'm hurting here, but I'm also going through a lot of financial difficulties. I'm dying. I'm dying in terms of my emotional. The emotional pain is killing me. I'm not the same anymore. Emotionally, I'm shot. But I'm trying to be a good father. I just wish people would support me. I wish people would say, "Hey, father, I like the music. Here's $5. Here's $10. You know." God bless you, Andy, and God bless Lulu. It is the worst, Lulu, and that's what I'm going. Look, okay. You want to know what the worst is? Um, what happened to me, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. What happened to me is probably, I hate to use the word worst. I'll take it back. I hate that word. Let's just say horrible. Let's use that word. What happened to me is horrible, okay? Not only did I lose my wife, now just that alone, look, losing my wife, the love of my life, you understand? My everything, my angel, my soulmate, just that alone is enough to just bring me to my knees and just destroy me and destroy my whole life. Okay, just that alone. Now 2 weeks later, I lose my mom. She passes away. Okay, now that is like really now to the point where it's catastrophic. It's devastating. It's bringing me to my knees. I can't breathe anymore. I'm shot. Okay, right? Now you would say maybe that's enough, right? No, no, there's more. Then after that, I lose my household income of $7,000 a month because once again, I was the caretaker. This is how I was making money. I was the caretaker for my wife and my mom. So once they passed away, the entire household income that we had, that we depended upon to pay our bills and to eat, is now gone. So you would say that's is that enough, right? You would say that's it. You can't possibly get no more. Oh, there's more. There's more. Then after that, you find out that you have no support system. Nobody cares about you. Everybody's doing their own. Everyone's living their own life. Everybody's got their own families. Everybody's got their own gotses. So you really don't have any support system. I love you, Lacey. Thank you. God bless you, Lauren, with your father. God bless you, Andy White 95 with your father. It's look, you know, I'm done. I feel so shot, man. I can't do it, man. It's too hard, this grieving. It's about to be. I'm looking at the likes 9 likes, 10 dislikes. There's one more dislike. It'll be 9/11, but now it just went up to 11 likes. Okay. What did your father do, Andy? Hmm. Man, this sucks, man. Michael said he's coming home a little late because of the bus. Man. I don't know what I'm going to do here. It's like I don't have anybody. I got nobody. Like, it's like, imagine like it's an emergency. You know what I mean? Who do I call? Ghostbusters? Who do I call? I got no wife. I got no mom. Yeah, I call you. I'm about to. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight for dinner. I'm not doing well anymore, Lise. It's too hard, man. This is too hard. Too difficult. This makes me feel better. I'm going to do my song for my mom and my song for my wife. This is Josephine. God bless your father. Let me do that again. Let me do it again. Josephine, you were there to guide me. You were there beside me. I can count on you. Josephine, you're the inspiration, and you are my best friend, now until the end. Years passed us by, and I realize how much I've learned from you. Mistakes I made, you showed me the way to make it all brand new. Josephine, you were there to guide me. You were there beside me. I can count on you. It's a little version of Josephine. I think that's my daughter's home. Thank God. Sophia's home. Hold on. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Not doing the greatest. Not feeling the greatest. Not doing well.
I love you, Dad.
I know. I love you too.
Oh, good news.
Sophia's home. Lacey says hello. What's up?
Oh, hi. Tomorrow I have my play, just to let you know.
Okay.
And, it starts at 6, but I think you have to drop me off on 5 because I have to get ready.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, honey. Okay, hon. Yeah, she's the best, my daughter. I feel so bad that everything that happened to us, I feel bad that she lost her mom. I feel bad I lost my wife. I feel bad we lost, I lost a grandma. She's such a beautiful girl. Let's do the Sophia song. Let's do the Sophia song. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. I love her with all of my heart, Sophia. I knew it right from the start, Sophia. The day that you were born, the angels played their horns. You are a gift from heaven above. Your daddy's little girl, beautiful, you are my pearl. You made my life complete. Your every breath I take, you are my heartbeat. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. The most beautiful girl in the world is named Sophia. I love her with all of Sophia. I knew it right from the start. Sophia, the most beautiful girl in the world. Yeah, Sophia's my daughter. Jennifer was my wife. I like to say is my wife. She will always be my wife. Little quick song for Jennifer. I remember when I first looked in your eyes. It was destiny. We were both surprised. From this moment on, there was something very strong that we felt inside. Now my Jennifer has stars in her eyes when she looks at me. When we first kissed, I knew there was something about you that was meant for me, and I knew I loved Jennifer. So that's a song for my wife Jennifer, a song for my daughter Sophia. Anyone could be cool enough to do a very small cash app. It's for an entertainment tip. $ Richard Lavoie. It breaks my heart too. $ Richard Lavoie is my cash app in exchange for a very small entertainment tip on my cash app. I will upload a video for you called the Thank You Song video, where I will play an original blues jazz song for you in honor of your generosity, your good, kind heart, to celebrate the life of my wife and my mother, my wife Jennifer, my mother Josephine. Also, the Cash App is pinned here in the comment below. You'll see it. Below it says "I'm just here." Next to "I'm just here" is my Cash App, the $ Richard Lavoie. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. Like I said, if you'll be surprised if you could guys just do a small one. It adds up. Small ones, because sometimes people think like, well, Apefather, I can't do it because I don't have a lot. I mean, if you even did a couple of bucks, if it was more consistent, people would be surprised that I would add up. Lulu, I think you asked me about my memory of my wife. Look, it breaks my heart to say it, but I just miss having her here when I need her the most, just to come up here, love me, kiss me, be emotional. I can't even think about it no more. That's what she did the best. She was just an extremely loving, emotional person, and whenever I felt upset about something or down about something, Jennifer would come up here, love me. I'm not accepting she died, guys. I'm not accepting it because this happened too quick. She was too young, and I feel my heart is broken, and I feel like I can't breathe, and I don't feel right. And I'm sorry. I feel sorry for my kids because these kids are beautiful kids, and they don't need me like this. They don't need me like this. I'm sorry. I wish I wasn't. I mean, I'm still taking. Look, I'm taking care of them. You see it. I mean, is there a crime to have a broken heart? I don't know. I don't know if there's a crime to have a broken heart, but look, I'm taking care of them. This is a cool shirt, isn't it? That's my Ape shirt. I used to be really happy when I wore this shirt back in the day. Uh-oh. Here it is, 9/11. 9 likes and 11 dislikes. 9/11. My wife worked during 9/11. That's how she got cancer. It was no fault of her own during the attacks on the World Trade Center, the toxins in the air. She didn't have the cancer gene, my wife. I can't. Life sucks, man. Life sucks. It really does. They used to say that. People used to come to me and say, life sucks and then you die. And I used to say, no. I loved life. I loved it. I had everything. I had my mom. I had my wife. I had everything. Look, I don't talk about my father that much. My father passed away in 2020. Oh, hold on. My father passed away in 2020. We didn't have the greatest relationship. I don't understand what you're saying, Lulu. I'm not getting what you're saying there. Are you being serious? Is this like a joke? I think this is Lulu joking? I think Lulu is joking here, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. I'm really sorry to hear that. Um, did we ever take these clothes out? Let me show you. I don't think we did. I just realized it now. All right. Let me see here. I'll do this in a second. It's just, what do you do when you love somebody so much, right? And they're your whole world, and then they pass away. But this is not someone. Again, I want to repeat to you, like she was like my heir. She's not holding me, Lulu, because there are certain earthly things I need from my wife. All right, let me just try to explain it to you. And I'm not trying to be a selfish jerk off, but you know, Jennifer and me had an arrangement. And we had a deal. Can I tell you what the deal was? All right. I would take on the whole world by the bulls. I would take on all the stress of life. I did. You want to know how much stress I was dealing with in my life? I'm talking about when my wife was alive, and I'm talking about when my mom was alive. First of all, the stress of knowing my wife had cancer, stage 4 cancer. I was always there by her side. I was always there to support her, to love her, to keep her spirits up. But it was very difficult because, she's constantly in the hospital. Again, it's 9/11, 9 likes, 11 dislikes. And I constantly just kept everything going, fighting, not even taking care of myself. I'm not in the greatest of health, not even taking care of myself because I was always there for Jen. I was always there for Jen. I always make sure, Jen, go get your treatments. Jen, get better. Jen, get healthy. Because that was the arrangement. The arrangement was I'm going to take on all the stress of life, plus paying the bills, making the money, doing everything. And the thing is, what I needed from her, and she gave it to me because she was my angel, because I loved her with all my heart and soul, and she was the most wonderful wife in the world and the most wonderful mother, is she gave me the love and the emotional support that I needed. So she's like, honey, you're having a tough day? I'm going to come upstairs. I'm going to massage you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to love you. And she did it. She did it for me. It didn't matter any hour of the night. So that's my favorite memory, Lulu. Any hour, any circumstance, I'm coming up. I'm taking care of you. And all of this was as of 2 months ago, my wife was doing this to me. Timmy, was I laid off from my job? Well, my job was I was a caretaker. I, I was a caretaker for my wife. So you could say that I was laid off from my job because when she passed away, I lost that income. You understand? I was a caretaker for my mom. Okay. We lost a household income of $7,000 a month when they passed away. And it is too much to handle. This is why I'm trying to explain it to you. It is too much. That's right. You're right. I'm just here. Men don't really get emotional support. My wife gave it to me. I mean, she was the best. Now I'm dealing with these psychopaths. Like, you want to laugh? I should make you laugh. Like, I called up again. I'm not looking. Listen, let me be clear. I'm too heartbroken right now over my wife, but I'm just looking for friends. I called up this old secretary, that I used to have. Like, we haven't spoken like 20 years, and she knew my wife very well. She knew my mother very well. I'm not going to mention names, and I'm not going to get too technical, but at first it was a nice day. She brought us. She invited her to a place. We had pumpkin pie. We had pizza. The kids were very happy, and we found out she had a health problem. We found out she had a health problem. She had a tumor on her spine, and I think it was messing up her cognitive abilities. I don't know, because she was saying crazy things. She's like, look, I want to put up a Christmas tree. I always make Lacey laugh with this one. Who puts up a Christmas tree in April, right? But, my 20th anniversary came up. Happy holidays. You're funny. So my my anniversary, my 20th anniversary came up, which was on April 9th for me and my wife. This is when she passed away. So as you can imagine, I was a basket case. I was a basket case. And I just called this girl, the secretary. I was like, look, you think that we could talk? You think you could be there for me for 2 minutes? And she didn't want to do it. I don't know why. I guess she was like, I don't feel well. When she doesn't feel well, that's it. She doesn't want to be bothered. Next thing you know, she's blocking me now. She doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Whatever. I don't care. She was a cuckoo. But that's what I'm saying. No one's like your wife, man. Your wife is like, that's the thing that just makes me miss my wife even more. But I want to reiterate, this was just a friend. This was just me looking for like some sort of emotional support. Look, I don't want to live without Jennifer. The secretary has health problems. I'm just here. I'm trying to make you understand. She has a tumor on her spinal cord. It's messing with her brain, man. It's sad. In a way, we should pray for her. In a way, we should all have compassion for her. Like I told you, she wanted to put up a Christmas tree in April, brother. She's not, unfortunately, listen, she has health problems. She was friends with Jennifer, but she was my secretary when I had an office back in the day at the Empire State Building. Again, I want to reiterate, I just wanted friends. Like I brought my kids over. We were friends. We're friends, but she has tremendous health problems, the girl. You know what I mean? So she needs to get her surgery. She's getting major surgery done. And I hope it's gonna be a good surgery for her. God bless her. All right, I wish her the best. You know what I mean? Seriously. Maybe it's no fault of her own why she's acting this way, but still, it was hurtful that she couldn't just be there for me as a friend and just, call me up. I'm not mentioning names. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not going there. I don't have siblings. I don't have brothers or sisters. I wish I did. But, mostly where I get my support is from like Lacey. Lacey's always there for me. Lacey's beautiful, my sister Lacey. Jessica's really good too when she's here. She's really nice to me. But, it's crazy that I can't, I feel like I call family, but I feel like they don't want to be bothered. I just don't want to live without my wife. Why is God? Why did God do this to me for? Like, God, she was only 46. She has siblings, but her brother is cuckoo, and I don't want to go there. Okay, she has a brother, my wife, but let's just say it's no good, not a good situation. Leave it. Let's leave it at that. Okay, I don't want to get into it, but. Yeah, right. I could be my secretary. I don't think she wants me to be the caretaker. I don't think so. Guys, seriously, I just meant that as a friend thing. I don't want you to get, I don't want you guys to think anything. I'm not ready to move on from Jennifer. As you could see, I'm so in love with my wife, and I'm so disgusted that she's not here, and I'm so angry that she's not here, and I'm really, really pissed off, and I'm effing angry, and I don't even want to be here without my wife. I don't even want to be here without my wife. So just don't read into this secretary thing as the wrong thing, okay? Again, I'm just here. I know you're trying to be funny. Listen, this girl blocked me. She doesn't want me to be her caretaker. Timmy, it's something I can't control. Do you think I want this to happen? Let me be clear to all of you. It's the acceptance that I'm never going to see her again. It's killing me. It's like I told you, I used to be upset. Let me give you an example. When my wife was in the hospital for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I would be a mess. I would be a mess for like 2 to 3 weeks because I would miss her so much, and I'd be like, okay, I got to keep everything together for 2 to 3 weeks, right? Now it's eternally. It's forever. She's never coming back. Okay? So how the F do you think I feel? What made her block me is that this tumor on her spinal cord, it messes her up. It messes up her cognitive abilities and the way she feels. She actually has episodes where she collapses and she doesn't feel well. So unfortunately, I guess the timing of the situation wasn't good. In other words, my anniversary fell on a day, my 20th anniversary, where she wasn't feeling well. So I wanted her to call me because I was a basket case that it was me and my wife's 20th anniversary. She didn't want to call me. She didn't want to call me. She wasn't feeling well. I got hurt over it. And I kind of said to her, "What are you doing? You can't call me for 2 minutes." And I kind of pushed the issue because I felt hurt. And next thing you know, she's like, "I don't want to deal with you." And she just blocked me. I hate when people call me a widower. And but it's okay. I love Lacey. I don't want to be called a widower. I love you, Lacey. You know that. I love Lacey. I don't even want to see that word. It was a misunderstanding, but she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to talk to me. That's it. What am I going to do? Anyway, I'm not really too worried about my former secretary. Believe me, if that was my only problems right now, I'd be a very, very happy guy. I'd be a very happy guy if that was my only problems. Just the fact that I had a little misunderstanding, a little argument with my former secretary. If that was all I was dealing with in my life, oh my God, I'd be a happy guy. I'd be singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'd be very happy if that's all I was dealing with. Okay? I'm sorry, Lacey. Don't get mad at me. You know I have my little things with certain words. I know you were just responding to Lulu. I'm sorry. That's just that word. That word gives me chills, Lacey. And I'm already messed up as it is. You follow me? I'm already a basket case. So when you're already a basket case and then you see that, you're like, oh, there's someone crying. I cry all the time. I cry every 5 minutes. And I never cried before in my whole life. You want to laugh? Crying was a very, very rare thing I would do. I think I only cried last when I was like a little bambino, like a baby or something like that. Now I cry like all the time. I just can't accept my wife is gone. That's it. Bottom line. And most likely, I hope I don't get myself messed up. I hope I don't get myself messed up. Nobody was crying, Lulu. You might have just heard me. Yeah, it might have been the door. My wife was my lover. This is called Lover's Game. 9/11 again. You always know how I feel inside, even if I don't say a word. Your sarcastic smile, laughing eyes, acting so absurd. When I'm mad, I try to hide it all from you, but I can't. You always see right through. This is how we play our lover's game. Me and you, Jen. Play our lover's game. Me and Jennifer. You always know just what to say to make all my troubles go away, or how to talk me into feeling bad when I was wrong in a way. You give me love when I'm in the mood for it. You drive me crazy and you never quit. This is how we play our lover's game. Little piano solo. When I'm mad, you know I try to hide it all from you, but I can't. You always see right through. This is how we play our lover's game. We play our lover's game. Remember, you guys want to do this meet and greet. You guys start giving some cash apps. This isn't something that's going to happen by you paying dare. Okay. Let me explain to you what it is. The goal is to get Apefather and the family back on track. Then the second step is going to be to do these meet and greets. So you got to figure like this. You want to hear what a plan would be? I'm going to give you a plan of action. Okay? Let's say all of you said, Apefather, I love you. I think you're the greatest entertainer. And you said to yourself from time to time, when I got an extra $5 here, right? Here's a cash app. I get back on my feet. You understand? Next thing you know, come in. I might just, what's up, Mike? Doing horrible, not feeling well, just to let you know. I might eventually do these meet and greets, you know? But we can't do it right now because I got to get myself, Mike, close that down there. I got to get myself and my family back on track. Do you follow me? It's not about that. We're not doing, okay. I'm just here. Listen to me. Listen to me very carefully. Timmy, I know you don't believe this, brother, but this is a job. I just got to, look, any job you have in life, remember, you got to get it established. All right? Any job you have. So let me tell you what the goal is with the meet and greets, and let me tell you what the goal is with everything in life, okay? The goal is to get Apefather first back on track. Billy Joel said that you have to first feed the body before you can feed the soul. Because if you don't feed the body, you understand? Yeah, but you don't understand. Okay, just here, listen to me. Just here. Let me try to make you understand, brother. How do you expect me to have a meet and greet? I want you to think about this for a second. Okay, just take a second and think about this. I lost my wife. I lost my mom. I lost $7,000 a month. $7,000 a month in my household income. I have no support from my family. Nobody. No one's supporting me. I have no support system. How could I have a meet and greet right now? Right? It's not possible, right? So here's what Apefather is thinking. I need to get people who love Apefather and who would like to do what's called consistent cash apps. They can be small. Again, I want to reiterate to you, I'm not saying it's got to be big. Let's say, like example, you did $5, okay? possibly like $5 a month. Now, let's say we got to the point where Ape Father got like 1,000 people like that. You understand? Where like people said, you know something, Ape Father, man, you are a great entertainer. I love you. I'm willing to give you a $5 cash app every month. Why not? For your great entertainment, to keep you on YouTube, to help you become YouTube successful, to make this a successful job for you and your family. What is it going to take? Like $5 a month? I'll do it. I'll give you $5 a month. Okay, so that's the key. Now, let's say it got to the point where Ape Father is like, guess what? Because of all of you, I'm back on track. God bless you. You did it. You helped me. That's where we could start planning now, the meet and greets, and we'll figure out, how much it would cost. You follow me? But how do you expect me to do it right now? So what the first step would really be is to get people to say, "Hey, Father, let's start what's called the Eight Father get back on track. Whatever you want to call it, like a group." The Ape Father Get Back on Track group. So, what is this group? It's a bunch of people who love the Ape Father. It's a bunch of people who support the Ape Father and are willing to give like a five, $10, whatever it is. $10 would even be better than five, right? $5 or $10 cash app every month. Okay, now think about that. Is that a lot of money? Absolutely not. Do you think that that amount of money is worth keeping Ape Father on YouTube so that this way I can keep entertaining you? And I can keep the show. It's like the song by Queen, the show must go on. I can keep the show going on. Okay. So in other words, let's say you have again 1,000 people that were willing to do $10 a month, okay, as a cash app, an entertainment tip. You just helped Ape Father now get back on track. Not only did I get the $7,000 back, I got like 3,000 additional. You understand? So now I'm in a clear head. I'm in a clear state of mind. That's where we could start organizing these meet and greets. Now I could say, okay, let's do it. LMB Spumoni Gardens, baby. Let's go. How many months behind you? It's getting there, man. I don't want to get into my personal business, but let's just say it's getting there. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that would be what's called consistent fans. Consistent fans of A Father. Again, and I'm not asking for much. I don't want people to see people are going to say, A Father, times are tough. I don't have a lot of money. It could be a very small amount. I don't care. But as long as it's consistent, that's the key. Like once a month, beautiful. That's what a lot of these YouTubers do. They have these like memberships and stuff. I mean, I'm going to be doing videos for you. I'm going to be doing videos, uploading the thank you song, you know, for anyone who does the cash apps. It's like a fan club. But you see, it's a fan club with a mission. Can I tell you what the mission is? The mission is, first and foremost, don't you want to see me and my family do well? Like, let me ask you a question. Let's say you met me at a meet and greet, okay, but I'm not doing well. I'm behind on my mortgage, which I am right now. I'm behind on all my utility bills. I'm behind on everything. You think I'm going to be fun at that meet and greet? No, I'm going to be depressed, right? I'm going to be down. So the first step really is get a father back on his feet. Get a father and his family back on track with like something like a $5, $10 cash app a month. Now, after that happens, and I'm feeling good, and everybody's looking good, and the house is looking good, and the bills are looking good, that's when we start organizing these events. Now we say, okay, great, let's do this. You follow me? Anyway, I'll shut up now. So it comes down to the cash apps. And like I said, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, I'm just here. That is the cash app right next to him, which is the $ Richard Lavoie. Listen, we're gonna do the event, I promise you. The sooner we can build up like this Eight Father fan club. The sooner we so what is the Eight Father fan club? It's just people that are kind of willing to commit anywhere between $5 to $10 a month. By way of cash app. And then after that, we're ready to do these events. I'm gonna do the event soon. I promise you. I didn't sleep all night. Don't mind me. You're like, oh my God, are you sleeping? Unfortunately, I don't accept PayPal. Listen, worst case scenario, Timmy, you could always do the super chats. I would prefer Cash App, But worst case scenario, if you don't have Cash App, you could always do super chats. I know, Dawn, this is my job. This is a job, what I'm doing. Yeah, see, listen to what the boss lady says. She says, Cash App is so easy to sign up for and no fees. It takes 2 minutes. It takes 2 minutes to sign up for Cash App. I really like Cash App. It's awesome. Man, I didn't sleep all night. I think I might go rest for a little bit. All right, I'm going to go chill out for a little bit. Does it pay well? Not yet. I got to get more support. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a song. Let me do a song first. Wake myself up a little bit. Wake me up before you go. Mm. I'm trying to get all of you to learn my original music as well. I figure the more times I play these songs, eventually you got to learn them right. Mm. It's hard to rest when you got so much on your heart and your mind. It's hard. I have such a hard time sleeping. I'm constantly thinking about what happened to my family. I'm constantly thinking about what happened to my beautiful wife, Jennifer, who passed away at 46. I just can't handle it. I'm constantly thinking about my wife, Jen. I'm constantly thinking about my mother, Josephine. Really? So Lacey sings and Bob sings? That's awesome. All right. Let me do a song. Let me do a song. You know what else happens to me a lot, which is psychotic? I take the kids out, Lacey, right? You want to hear something crazy? I take the kids out to say bowling or we go to the arcades, we play basketball. And I'm thinking like, oh, I got to go pick up my wife. Or I'm thinking like, my wife's home, she's waiting for us. What's up, real awkward? Isn't that nuts? I start thinking to myself, like I'll be at the basketball court playing basketball. I'm thinking to myself, like, I gotta go get my wife. Heartbreak, isn't it? Isn't it so heartbreaking? Does anyone have a connection with a bar? We could do a benefit concert. See, just here, it keeps going back to the same thing. You're getting ahead. Okay. You want to organize something? Just here, I'm going to tell you what you could organize. Listen, organize the Apefather fan club. Listen to me. This is step one. The Apefather fan club, where someone spends, let's say, $10 a month. It's like a fan club. $10 a month on Cash App. Now, what is the purpose? To get Apefather back on track. Apefather and his family back on track. But just hear me out for a second. After we do that, that's step one. Then we could do all these ideas you have. We could do every single thing. We could do the meet and greets. We could do the benefit concerts. We could do every single thing. But we can't do them first. We can't do them first. The first thing's got to be, and I'm going to be pushing it hard. The first thing's got to be the Apefather fan club. And all you have to do is commit to it by saying, Apefather, I'll do $10 a month. That's it. And you go, you do your Cash App for $10. Now you might say, well, what's the benefit? The benefit is keeping me on YouTube so I can keep entertaining you, which will lead to consistent meet and greets, which will lead to bar benefit concerts, restaurant benefit concerts. You know what I mean? But you can't jump the gun. You got to get the first step done. Try to tell people who Apefather, greatest at the data. Tell people what I'm going through, and see if you can get people to come here onto these live streams. Once a month, you do a $10 cash app. Let's do a little fun music. People change. This is a Caribbean song, man. Some people change the color of their hair, maybe start a new look. Some people change their jobs, like turning pages in a book. None of this surprises me at all. I accept the world for what it is. But why did you have to, Maurice, change the way you feel for me? It all happened so suddenly. And I tell you, don't worry, I'll be alright. But I no longer sleep at night. After everything we have been through, it seems so strange. Guess the answer is people change. Yeah, yeah, la di da 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 di da. Yeah, yeah, la di da 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 di da. Some people change their names, maybe start a new look. Some people change the places that they live, looking for something different. None of this surprises me at all. I accept the world for what it is. But why did you have to? Sing it, Lacey. Lacey, sing it right out. Sing it, Lacey. Little steel drum solo. None of this surprises me at all. I accept the world for what it is. But why did you have to change the way you feel for me? It all happened so suddenly. I tell you, don't worry, I'll be alright. But I no longer sleep at night. Oh, after everything we have been through, it seems so strange. Guess the answer is people change. Yeah, yeah. La di da 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 di da. Yeah, yeah. La di da 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 di da. People change. Remember, if anybody could do a small cash app, preferably once a month, thank you. It would be a big help. And then we could talk about benefit concerts, meet and greets, grief dinners. I got a lot of ideas. We could do a lot of things together. We could do a lot of things to help a lot of people. We could do a lot of things to have a lot of fun. We could do a lot. But it all starts with Apefather has to get back on track here. Apefather's got to get his life in order. So that's what it is, the Apefather Fan Club. You figure $10 a month. And you might say, well, why am I giving you 10? It's an entertainment tip. Look, it's an entertainment tip to continue the entertainment. Because obviously, at some point, if I don't make money, I'm going to have to probably actually get a job. And I don't want to do that. I want YouTube to be my full-time job. That's right. You understand? I want YouTube to be my full-time job. And if YouTube becomes my full-time job, I could be doing a lot of these concerts all the time, right? I could spend my entire life doing these concerts. And before you know it, we could do meet and greets. We could do benefit concerts. You see, not one person did a cash app. It's terrible, man. Not one person today. Come on, even if you did $5, like what the F, man? You can't do a small cash app. And for people to say, well, I don't have cash app, like Lacey from Brooklyn said, it's a very, very easy thing to sign up with. It takes 2 minutes, no fees. Cash app is very easy to use. Very simple. It's very, very simple to use. Maybe what you could do, Lacey, for me as a favor is, I don't know if you can find something online where people could click on it to sign up to Cash App. Well, I think you actually make money. You could even do that too if you wanted to. You know, just connect like a link or something. All cheap asses, it's true. Not one person here. It's terrible, man. But then they're going to get upset if Apefather's not here no more. If Apefather's got to get a job, you say, where's Apefather? Where's the entertainment? You know, what are you going to do? Oh, my beautiful Jennifer. I can't believe she's not here. It's just my mind doesn't seem right no more. It's, you know, it's like really strange when you have someone in your life for 27 effing years and you have to just accept like you're never going to see them again. How do you do that? Thank you, Lacey. How do you do that? How do you know someone for 27 years? They're with you every single day of your life, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No, but I want you to just think about that for a second. Think about that. Every day of your life for 27 years, I've been with Jennifer every day. I think there is a refer a friend cash app bonus. Yes, there is. There is. Now I'm supposed to be like, okay, I'm never going to see my wife again. That's fair enough. It's crazy, right? That's why I'm asking people to try to help us get on track. Look, I lost my wife. I lost my mom in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we lost our entire monthly income, $7,000 a month, because I was the caretaker to my mom. We're asking, I don't have PayPal. We're asking people to join the Apefather Fan Club. Okay, so what is the Apefather Fan Club? To help Apefather and the family. To help Apefather and the family get back on track. How can you do this? It's a simple thing. $10 a month, once a month, on Cash App. Just do a small $10 Cash App once a month. Now, if enough people did this, guess what's going to happen? I am eventually going to be able to get back on track, pay all my bills, and next thing you know, I can do YouTube full time. I can say, guess what, everybody? YouTube is my full-time gig. It's my full-time job. Now, that's good for me. That's good for my kids. And that's even good for you because you get to chill with me on all these live streams and have a good time. Then we can start talking about like all types of other ideas. We could talk about the benefit concerts. We could talk about everything, meet and greets. Yeah, I'm sorry, Axel. I only got cash out, but if you see the boss lady's comment, she said it takes a few minutes. All right. I know, but I'm on the wrong phone right now to post my own link, unfortunately. I know, but I don't think I. Let me see if I can do it. Hold on. Let me see here. Hold on. See, if you invite friends, I see that you could do that. I'm not sure how to post a link. Hold on. I'm just looking into this cash app thing. Hold on. And I gotta look into this here. Yeah, I don't know where it is. I'm just trying to find it. I don't know where it is. Share here. Upper L corner. Well, I mean, are you just talking about? I have my Cash App, which is the $ Richard Lavoie. Hey, Michael, how you doing? You right, Mike? What's up? You just checking up me? Not doing good today, man. Yeah, sad. I'll be down in a second. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But anyway, I'm gonna run right now. Like I said, if anybody would consider doing a Cash App, preferably once a month, it's Richard Lavoie, the $ Richard Lavoie. That is my Cash App account. $RICHARD. That spells Richard. I think everybody knows how to spell Richard, right? $ capital RICHARD. Then no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. Then it's LEVOI. The Cash App is right below. You see it in this comment where it says, I'm just here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Cash App referral, very very soon, and I'm gonna post it. But anyway, I love all of you. God bless. I will be back in a little bit. Just gonna rest up a little drop.